And we are live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Sunday therapy. Well, non-licensed, unprofessional. Just remember that it's all for fun. So there we go. Plastic addiction is real, though, and
And it hurts your pocketbook.
it does. It does cost money, like all addictions. So,
Always.
anyways, welcome you guys, and to get our show started with today, we are basically just getting things ready to go in the next 3 days or so. You know how that goes. Don't want to wait till the last minute to get packing, but
We got the
will.
games all packed.
Mhm.
So, and there's Charles. Welcome, Charles.
Hello, Charles. How are you, sir? Hopefully you're having fun out there in sunny California. Today's a little bit of a dip in the weather out here. We had
It is bitter.
70 and 72 degrees, 75-degree weather, and then boom, next day, 28, 32. It's like this. But we have gotten quite a bit accomplished, really. And we got those new paints you guys seen. If you watched our little unboxing video, which I know you did, Charles. So we're going to see how those work out. And I don't know. I believe they're going to be a big asset. And you can see behind us, I don't know, the table's got lots of
Minis on it.
Lots of helicopters and stuff. We're videoing our Team Yankee battle. So we got a couple of rounds in, and we're going to get that finished up so we can start setting up battle reports, which would be good. So I'll probably work on that tonight too after we're done here. What are you gonna paint, Ashley?
My killer clown. My Zombicide Abomination. It's on.
Oh, well, here, let's show it. Your killer clown from Zombicide?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Let's add that camera. Should be that one there. There we go. Dude, it picks up the wave lights, the lights from the wave from the lights, yeah. There, we'll do that. We can add it there. There we go. Slow. Clowns are bad enough, but this is an abomination clown.
Yeah, I'm debating if I want to paint an old school Pennywise, like in the first one where he's got the yellow jumpsuit.
Make it terrifying. Hi, welcome to Zombicide.
Have you not seen my other abominations?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It's got this at our local game store for $15.
Yeah.
So it's 4 abominations. I got to figure out how to get them into our other Zombicide because these have different cards than our other one.
Tomicus, greetings
Hi,
to you. Also, sir. Charles says you're making lunch sort of Italian sausage and eggs. Hey, do you know what? Italian sausage actually makes really good gravy for biscuits and gravy. I found out because I'm poor and I had no choice but to do that one day. So it works pretty good. And just to counteract that, Charles, for breakfast, I took some red potatoes and shredded them up, fried them with some olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper, hash browns. And then out here, you can get what's called beef bacon. So it's not pork and all unhealthy bacon, it's beef. And fried some of that up with eggs and grilled a piece of toast with some butter in the pan to where it's grilled. That's what I had for breakfast. I think, and it was good. I'll have to do it again tomorrow.
Of course, you make all that stuff while I'm at work.
Yeah, she was at work. I'm like, well, what can I make for, let's see, we got eggs, we got potatoes laying around. I picked up that beef bacon the other day. Just because I stay away from much pork as I can with all the crap that's in it, and health-wise. And so beef bacon, I was like, oh, yeah, worked out really good, man. Anyways, enough of the food. See, Tom, because you just never know. We could be talking about killer clowns or sausage and eggs.
I got a crocodile. I got the killer clown, a alien, and a Cooperaga.
I think it's
how it's pronounced. It's the Mexican folklore of that rat creature.
It's a nasty, mean little thing. Yeah.
So
Mean little guy. So yeah, in Telemachus, there's our Team Yankee stuff over there. Well, not as many helicopters now because we did a round. So you'll be getting a battle report.
yeah, the asshole went and killed 3 of mine off. So I have to do a morale check as soon as we start the next round.
Ooh, I see where Telemachus is going with this. Sausage and clowns, like killer clowns that grind up people and turn them into sausage. Wait a minute, that's kind of dark. That's really dark, isn't it?
There was a couple serial killers that did that.
Yeah. This is America. They do all sorts of crazy stuff over here, man. So, but clowns are not. I don't understand how the whole clown thing survives.
I don't like
Most
clowns.
people don't care for them, and they are generally creepy.
Well, I think it all first started when they created Penny or It. The big first one, the original, is where it really started,
I
and
don't
then
know.
it just kind of
Clowns are just,
went like 95% higher, creepier,
Creepier would be.
or sadistic.
Oh,
I think is the right word.
Charles
I'm thinking
primed 4 metal orcs.
of. Nice.
You know what, Telemachus? Yes. All humans are weird. This realm is really weird, really. We live in a strange environment. If people look around, it's weird. It is. But then again, in order to cope with all the weirdness, that's what all this miniature stuff is about. To take your mind off the whole reality thing. So it helps ease it a little bit there.
Just so you guys know, a week in advance, we might not be doing our live show next week, depending on when we get back.
Yeah, so the March to Victory is
This
Friday.
weekend.
This upcoming in a couple days. So we're gonna be leaving. It starts Friday and Saturday, and we have to leave obviously Sunday. Now, it's a 5-hour drive, so it depends on all sorts of things. The weather in our state and the state we're going to. Looking it up a little bit ago with my daughter Crystal, and it's
Be rainy.
It's going to be rainy and slightly flurries and slushy. So we'll have to see if we can get back in time. We plan on doing it because we'll have a lot to talk about, or maybe if we get back a little later. It all depends on when I guess we wake up Sunday morning, because Saturday we're doing our gaming thing. I think it's a 3-hour block we have to introduce the Zombicide game and game with the people coming in or explain it, at the table we're going to get. So it just kind of depends. So we're going to try to do that, or maybe even, I guess I could try broadcasting from the car. I'd talk to Ashley, but you know what? Sometimes live streaming from the phone works and sometimes it don't. And that all depends on the cell phone towers between you and where you're streaming to, Coffee with therapy. That is exactly it, Telemachus. So, coffee does help. I can tell you I'm an addict. All right. But it beats being addicted to other worse stuff. So, coffee kind of fuels my day. Although I drink some tea too. I'll tell you, I will drink the the English breakfast tea, which is
Earl Grey.
Yeah, no, not Earl Grey. Earl Grey is different than this one.
Oh, that's right, the English breakfast.
So yeah.
Yes.
We definitely drink tea also occasionally. Mm-hmm. It helps. But there's our game plan for that. So we're going to try maybe just to do some oddball. We might do some oddball live streaming in the car, like to Podbean. If you guys have Podbean, iHeartRadio, or Spotify, specifically Podbean, we can do live broadcasts too. iHeartRadio and stuff where our podcasts are uploaded. But that's a free app too, in the Google Play Store or your iTunes Store if you have that. So we might just be doing like a little bit of a live chit chat while we're on the road. So if you're interested, or you just want to listen to some of the podcasts we've done over the years, because we've got a couple of years worth of podcasts and we've been around there a little bit, check it out if you want. And a lot's going to depend too on, this is a new location. So I don't know, Tomicus or Charles, or the rest of you. I see there's other people on too, but I'm not sure who, because they haven't commented. But for all you guys listening, it's just going to be kind of play it beer. I don't really know how well their internet is at that cafe, or how good it will be, because if you have good internet, but then they have guest internet, and you know how that is, the more people on, the more issues. So we're going to try to do it live from the table we have. So I'm taking my laptop and my setup for portable stuff. And if we can, we will Saturday, since normally we do it at about 12. I think our session starts at 12:30. We'll see if we can do that. The problem is I literally won't know till I get there if that's going to be allowed, if we can do it, or I have no idea.
New place, new rules.
New place, new rules. Yeah. So, and we'll have to see what the signal strength is. So it's a toss up there, you guys. But that's kind of the game plan. So if you want to listen for us, we'll probably do something on the road. It's a 5-hour trip.
He's got to keep busy somehow, not driving.
What do you mean not driving?
I'm driving.
I don't have life insurance yet.
Oh, damn. Doesn't mean I don't have it on you.
Whoa. Oh, jeez. Oh, well, okay. You never know, right? So we'll figure that out. Right now, like, Ashley's painting her killer clown, and
I decided to go with the new school Pennywise.
I'm just touching up the last of some of these other oddball things I got on my desk here. And see where that goes. Get that done. We're got to finish our Team Yankee game that me and Ashley have got going.
Which I'm already liking. You've already destroyed, what, 2, 3, 6?
No.
Yes, my 3 choppers. My 2 carnations. Oh, no, this one's billed.
He's billed.
Okay, 5 and then 1 billed.
Oh, that's all right. You're playing the Soviet forces. You guys got vodka. You'll be good.
True.
Right?
True.
But it doesn't matter. Make a drink and it'll work out. So it'll be good. So those are the things we're doing. Just kind of getting focused on that. And
if you guys watch, we did go and do videos on basically how these look. This is that little van that we got from Miniature Tank Company that I'm starting to paint. It's got to dry as the mystery machine.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
So she's getting a base coat on that. And
that's going to be going to
it can't really even be used I guess we could maybe put in a game somewhere.
Oh, that's like 28
that's
millimeter.
Bigger.
It's yeah, I bought the bigger one just to see. It was like 10 cents more.
No, I don't care, but that's like a bigger.
It's
not 15.
It's them. These are 15 though.
Yeah, those are were those the Chevys?
Those are.
I can't remember
Shoot, what were they? Yeah, I believe they are.
Yeah,
Chevy.
they're the Chevy little World War II flatbeds.
Yep.
So it'll be just touch up, and getting stuff out of the way before we go. But we're pretty excited about it because we'll get to see one of the gentlemen there, McMurray and Chris, if you guys know him,
and Todd, and
from Wardrobe,
Reese,
and Reese from he does 54 millimeter
Empire
54. Yeah. So it's going to be kind of cool to meet some of those people from other channels there. That's what's going to make it fun. So we'll see. We'll post pictures. That'll be the easy part to our gamer group, and probably over in Mini Warmuts group that we're in. So we'll kind of get some pictures out there for you so you guys can see, and all around, just we're going to try to make the best of it, and that's all we can do. Yep,
I went and painted up that little. I don't think it's actually technically 6. It's probably like 8.
Is that one of the new brushes with the curved head?
Yep. The only one that was in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I specifically bought that so that we'd have an angled brush, and you've already got it.
Yep.
It came in the mail yesterday.
Hi, Mutt.
Hello, Mini War Mutt.
Wait, if he's considered a mutt, never mind, I'm gonna shut up.
No, you guys don't smack talk yet. You're not in a game.
Well, I'm just saying.
You and Brian go back and forth.
Always.
Like
Gotta show the love.
So, Brian, we're just chit-chatting about what we're trying to get up to do there at the game.
That Brian backed out of. Go figure.
Well, Tomika says hi to you, Mutt. Oh, that sounds like a new phone, an iMutt.
An iMutt.
That's cool, Tomika. iMutt. There you go, Brian. Oh, I thought you said, hey, toilet. Oh, my God, I had to look at that better.
Wow, toilet.
No, it's not. He's got an exclamation mark there. Well. Trash talk already. Speaking of trash and trash train, have you done any trash train lately, Brian? I know you're busy getting your videos out there.
I don't think he has. He's been painting.
Tomika says that's my name, toilet.
No, I'm not calling you toilet, Tomika.
That's a good. I mean, I guess if you're at work and you have to take a lot of crap, that'd be a good name.
Like you, man?
You're having stomach issues, so you're eating Taco Bell.
Oh, it'll clear them out.
That'll clear you out. Yep. Taco Bell is. Can't say nature because they don't naturally occur. It's the corporate world's gift to you to clean your system out. Yep.
Toxic waste.
It happens. Toxic waste. See, Tomika, there are toxic people in this world, and that's what I like about the gaming world so far. I really haven't run across that to have to deal with. In the regular world, where the quote normal people are, there's a lot of that toxicity or whatever you want to call it going around. If I were to get upset every time I was offended, I'd be in trouble. So I just kind of roll with it. Have a cup of coffee, keep working, and go. Let the rest of them deal with it. Hopefully, you get to feeling better though, Brian. If your stomach's bothering you,
probably all the fast food he eats.
Yeah, no, probably Brian's right. He's got a lot going on, so that'll also upset your stomach. Stress and anxiety and stuff. I found Mini War Mutt. If I literally get up, no one's around. If I just go take 30 minutes on my watch and I'll sit and cry in a corner, I'm good for the day. The alarm goes off. Is that what
you do before I have to call you to get up?
It's generally what I do before you come home. Oh, got you back.
And you want to go where for dinner Friday?
Huh?
That's going to be coming out of my check? Make you pay for it.
We all have our stressors we gotta live with. Yeah.
You just gotta take it 1 minute at a time.
A minute? No, that's too stressful. A day is easier to manage because every minute you'd have to start over every 60 seconds and be an ongoing.
But from minute to minute, you don't know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen in 1 minute from now? No.
Yeah.
What?
We're still on the show.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna go and smack you or something. So you don't know. Now you're gonna think about it.
Well, that's true. So hopefully Brian, Charles, or Tomika is recording this. So if she does hit me, it's caught.
That or Key's gonna come over in those leggings.
Don't encourage him to do that.
Actually, what's funny is I wasn't even there. It's our son's girlfriend that encouraged that one.
But that's traumatic. We don't need our
viewers,
our friends out here who come by to support us to be blinded and have psychiatric issues because Keegan walks in front of the camera with spandex on. You really don't want that. I was mortified and it's
I get off work and get told You just missed it. Greg's eyes were burning. I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know about Keegan, you guys. So he lives here too. My daughter lives where I live, and I work, doing maintenance and management. And there you go, Charles. He sees nothing and knows it didn't see anything. Ashley, is he talking to you?
Thank you, Charles.
Wait a minute. You're not talking about Keegan. Charles is implying that he would cover for her if she beats me live on air. Oh, damn. It took me a second. Crud, man. I was talking about Keegan. All right. We'll talk later, Charles. But so yeah. Oh, thank you. For
recording now.
So you guys, I'm like driving down the street and I hear this yelling. I turn and look, and there's Keegan on his steps with his shirt up, flashing me, screaming, "Oh, Greg!" And I'm just like, "What? What are you doing?"
There. If anyone wants to join.
Oh yeah. Anyone's more than welcome to join.
Pause recording. Wow, Tomakis.
I forgot to put that out. Okay. So yeah, you try driving down the street and hear a noise and turn and see that kind of. What?
Look at Brian's. You don't really have too many friends on here now, do you, babe?
You're willing to be bribed, and Charles, all you need is a second so Tomika stops recording. So see? Wow. It's a good thing you're shaking paint.
Oops.
Yeah.
Or open and go squirt.
No, don't. Paint's too expensive.
Yeah, that is true.
The rate that it costs money.
That is true.
It's all because it's about the spandex. Yeah, well, just ask Brian what happens when you get a video from Keegan. Literally, you may not want to open it. I have a story to tell that has to do with work, but I guess I have to be careful how I say it. So, in my previous employment, Keegan sent me something about women and their gun control rights, how they were fighting for them. And I thought, oh, okay, my boss, she likes, hunting and all that. I'll send it to her. Big mistake, because that was a joke heading he sent for me, hoping I'd open it. She in turn forwarded it to other females in the company, dozens of them in a company with almost 300 people. Okay. What was in there when they opened it was literally horrific porn. And I didn't know that. So a couple minutes after I shared that in an email to my boss, I get this notice that HR and my boss wanted me to have a meeting with them in 20 minutes. And I'm like, what? That was it. They got me in there and they're like, did you happen to check what you sent? I said, no, I just got it from, my daughter's boyfriend, Keegan, and it had to do with everything the girls were talking about. So I just sent it to my boss, who's big time, likes her rights and would want to know. And so I didn't read it. Well, they opened it and showed me what I sent, and it was horrifying. And when Keegan asked me later, he goes, what'd you think of that I sent you? I said, well, damn, dude, I emailed it to my boss. He's like, no. I said, yeah, too late. So for months afterwards, in our company chat, that we had different districts, so you always had an open chat on the side. Every once in a while, someone would have to say, just remember, watch the emails you open from Greg. And then, 20 or 30 people like, ha. This went on for quite a while. So when you get something from Keegan anymore, he'll go, did you see what I sent you? I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm afraid to open what you sent me. So, well, it sounds funny. It really, it was quite embarrassing. I cannot describe to you what was in there because that would probably get me in trouble. So we'll just leave it to your imagination. How's that?
It was rated XXXXXXX.
Yeah. It was too high a rating for YouTube, and YouTube allows a lot, but too much for them. So the scary thing is he's going out there to march to victory too. So
And we're gonna be in the same hotel.
yeah, but different rooms. I'm not staying in a room with Keegan.
Okay,
no
so
more.
deadbolt, that chain, and push the dresser in front of the door.
Then you just tell them it's a different room number than whatever we got.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Watch, our luck could be right next door to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even trying.
So we ended up booking the same hotel, which is funny because, you know, it was the best one in the area for the prices. Well, it's about 20-minute drive is all to the game convention, but the last time I got a hotel out there the year before, it was terrible, and it was just me and Keegan, and it looked like they had just drug a body out of the hotel room, and it was just dirty and dingy, and it was one of the more experiences. I mean, it almost would have been better. It was better than sleeping in the parking lot. We'll put it that way. But
The way you guys explain it, I think I'd rather sleep in the parking lot.
It was not good. So this time, yep, a little bit better. So we shall see. We're looking forward to it and getting out of the way. We need a break anyways. A lot of stuff between work and
well, I just finished off 160 something hours. I definitely need a break.
Yeah, she did a lot of work.
Well, let's see. As soon as my shift's over Tuesday, it'd be close to 180 hours in the last 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
That's a lot. Well, what is it?
2.5 weeks. Because I won't have the full week to make it 3.
Yeah, she worked a lot of overtime, so we could go because it's just. Thank you, Minnie Wormut. I'm happy we're going to because honestly,
we all need the mental break.
Just need a mental break from everything. My work is panicking because I'm the manager
be gone.
And maintenance, and they don't know what to do because who's going to clear the sewers and then 2 hours later show a home, you know, or do leases or just deal with all the inspectors and all that stuff and contractors. So they're just going to have to figure it out for a couple days.
Yep.
Okay, so Minnie Wormut,
I don't like that.
You're mentioning Wiley's new game, Arena of Blood. Now, I got the email on that as far as they're doing like a pre-sale. Now, if I were to buy that, my question to you while you're on the show and is it basically, because I don't know anything about it really, but is it basically set up for like gladiator style battles? Would you get your old Romans and other fighters that you could pit in an arena? I mean, it says Arena of Blood, but I don't understand if it's more skirmish or is it just like fighting one-on-one? Hello, Mythos! Woohoo!
Hey, Mythos. We will be putting up a video shortly. I did end up getting a Space Marine painted.
Yes,
I betrayed my guys to do it.
For your March for McCragg, she got that. She got a Space Marine painted, and we're going to do a short little video of that after this. Yes, gladiator style. But you're kind of going Thunderdome. Well, that'd be interesting because I needed an excuse to get some Romans.
He just sent you Romans, I thought.
Who did?
Brian.
Oh, yeah, the Romans. That's right. Never mind. I have
him Romans, and I got
yep.
mummies from him.
Yep. So we can do that. So then I'll have to pick up the rules because I think it's going to be more expensive, right? I think. So, we will have to. I wonder if they're going to have it there.
They might.
If they have it there on that special, instead of ordering it and it end up being shipped while I was gone, I'd rather pick it up there because then I can bring it back. I'll have to see. We're glad you're here, Mythos. We're
always glad he's here.
Just chit-chatting. Ashley's painting a clown abomination from a Zombicide.
Yeah, it's
Urban
edition
Legends.
2. Second edition. Urban Legion.
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah.
Abomination pack.
They need to make one. It's like a morphed out or zombicide type of mother-in-law. Make her an abomination. Be one that really hard to get rid of, and she could chase you down. Maybe have a giant purse she could beat you with.
No purses. It's a flip-flop. Get it right.
Oh, flip-flop. It could throw it 2 or 3 squares and come back like a boomerang. Is it next weekend we become gaming convention superstars?
It's this upcoming weekend.
Yep, next week. Well, that would be it. Next weekend.
Not even. It's in like 4 days.
Yes, Mythos. You're missing what he's saying. That's okay. I told you don't drink the paint water.
But it's so good. It's blue.
It doesn't taste like blueberries, does it?
It tastes like what blue you would think blue would taste like.
Charles says it's pre-order, I believe. Oh, okay. If it's a pre-order thing, I mean, because I got figures to fight with it, it'd be interesting to see the rules on it. So I think I'm just gonna get on Amazon and order a neural implant with a filing cabinet. So I just, put it under games. Mesos. You know what? You're right. There should be flavored paints for brush liquors.
I've done it, not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
I think every painter has stuck that in their mouth, not thinking about it.
I never have. I knew better. But
when you get in a zone of painting and you lick the brush to basically get the tip to point again, I've done it.
Did you know if you dip the paintbrush in there and then on your little paint trays or whatever you use, just move the brush a little bit and it will form itself up.
No, it does not. It fills the brush too much.
Not me. Not when I do it. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. So, Mini Worma, you think he'll have, if he has a table set up for that, then I'm going to check it out and see if I could get in and game on it. I'm not sure what I haven't even had a chance to look at their schedule, to be honest with you. I've just been too busy to do anything other than
we
make
know
sure
Chris
everything's
is
done.
Be Friday. He's doing a sea battle, a naval battle.
Yeah,
I believe is what he's doing. I don't know what Todd's doing.
Mizo says his new brand of paints is Pro Acrylic, right? But they are much harsher tasting than Citadel or Vallejo. Oof. I wonder if the metallic paints leave a little bit of a tang. Like a little bit of a bite when you're done. Right? Maybe? No? Oh, Charles, that's funny in Spanish. It's called it, Charles. The granddaughters chased me up there. Throw them around. Yeah, we watched a video. It's kind of funny. It was just a little skit that some people put together about, their mom's throwing a flip-flop, has come out like a boomerang, hit them and come back, and they're adults and they're terrified of their moms when they take their shoes off, and it was just kind of funny. But I'm going to check that, Charles, see if it's a pre-order. I got an email, but I just haven't had a chance really to do much with it. So hopefully, I'm sure they'll have a table up. If it's something that they're pre-ordering and they want to sell it, then the best way to do that is get the word out and let people know. But yeah, we're looking forward to it, Mythos. Earlier, just before you come on, I was just letting them know that we'll depending on the internet connection there, we'll see if we can live stream. Depends on if we have room on the table. I don't even know the setup yet until I get there. But on Podbean, which I know you have, Mythos, because you've listened to our shows where you paint, you said.
We'll probably do
a little live just from the phone because I have the app on my phone to do a live broadcast for it.
Yeah, we'll probably do it on the way up.
And little mics for the phone. So maybe in the car on the way up, we might do just an impromptu little live chat because people can join in on that too. Sun is bright on hot today. Well, that's good, Charles. It is 31 degrees right
is
now.
bitter here.
Before we started this, and a little chilly outside and overcast. And what, 2 days ago it was in the
Almost
70s,
80.
75. It was so pretty big difference today, man. You enjoy your sunshine. We've got all the cloud cover, so we shall see. It'd be interesting to see if it blocks, if we have a clear day for that eclipse everybody's talking about next month.
Yeah, I say it should be hitting here about 2 o'clock at
really?
full eclipse.
Ooh, I hope it turns everything.
So
dark.
literally, as soon as I get off work,
Really?
it's supposed to start at like noon or 12:30 or something like that here in CR.
I wonder if it's going to darken the sky, dark.
With
That'd be
how they're
cool.
talking, it's supposed to be.
That'd be cool. We'll see. It's interesting anyway, so I don't know if it'll affect anybody in California though. So there you go. See, we'll be leaving and come back. And so next Saturday, Mythos, or Friday and Saturday. Saturday's when we got our game going for a couple hours. And Friday, we're just going to go through there and check everything out. So if nothing else, we're going to be putting pictures in our Facebook group. And see if we can just do little bits of live streaming. All depends on the connection, like I said. But we will most definitely try, you guys. Most definitely. So we are pretty amped up, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to it, just to get a little bit of a break from work and the insanity of everything. So in the meantime, it's catch up on what we got to do or what we want to do. Finish our game back here that we've started and got enough to get the first battle report up for you and a couple turns left, and that'll be done before we go and have some fun. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it is there, Mythos. We'd like to get out to Texas. Honestly, it's not really that far of a drive for us. We got to get out there someday. I've been talking about it for the last 2 years, but it's something I really want to do. So we'll have to see.
Well, we're looking into doing something probably try maybe this upcoming year, if not the year after, but we got to do some more research about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to look at. So here we are, just doing touch up. Ashley's got the clown and her Scooby-Doo van she's working on, the mystery machine. You got your little Cadillac painted, right? Your 1935 Cadillac. She painted that up yesterday. Although I don't know if they were purple back then, but
I went after the Addams Family. It was a dark purple, and I didn't have a dark purple.
Fair enough.
Because that's about the right vehicle.
Well, you got the color on there, so.
Yeah. So.
What purple did you use for it?
Custom purple.
Oh, you made the purple.
I made the purple. The only purple I have is this bright color purple.
What's that for?
Gene Stiller purple.
Gene Stiller? Yeah, that's really light.
Do I have anything over here with that color on it?
I don't think so.
No, my Gene Stillers have them. Which are up in that box up there.
I think Keegan also, Mythos, he borrowed my Ultramarines contrast blue today. And I said, don't spill it. That's expensive. I think he's going to paint something up for the march to McCraig. So he's working on something, and Ashley's got her
already
guy
did
done.
that.
Yeah.
Mine's done.
So if nothing else, it's a good excuse to use up that contrast blue because I don't have any more of them to paint. Right? Yes.
Yeah. Keyword.
Well, I want to get that Eliminator squad.
Okay. Why don't you paint one of the tanks that we just got blue? It doesn't have to be a Space Marine.
Well, I understand, but no, it's a World War II Panzer IV artillery tank.
So what?
So I'm not painting it blue.
What about this one that's metal? You don't use him?
Oh, did he start the blue Necron? There you go. A Necron that's a convert, huh? That would be interesting. I wonder how the rest of the Necrons feel about it. No. It's okay. I'm good, Ashley. You got one painted for us. We're good. That would be interesting, though, huh?
Does he count? He's a Space Marine. He's got the blue on him.
Yeah, you could put that on there.
He's got blue on him.
He's an apothecary, you know.
Yeah.
Oof. He has till you break him.
I've already busted off those things on top. I've already glued them down once.
What?
Yeah.
I know. There's all sorts of gadgets.
No,
on top.
when our shelf fell.
Oh, when the shelf fell.
It popped them off.
So that there.
Actually, there are rules. Ashley, one does not simply paint a Panzer blue.
That is
BS, because I painted mine pink and blue one time. All my original tanks, because I let Jaden pick the colors.
Okay, so neither armies rolled into World War II with pink tanks.
Yes, they did. If you look at World of Tanks on the game, the video game, they had pink and blue, and one's dressed up as Rudolph.
Okay, so that would probably be enough to psychologically disturb the opposing force. Maybe they could have, but you are correct, Brian. We do not simply paint a Panzer blue. I can't do it. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Look, they're hiding. The poor little guys.
You can paint your ATV or A7V.
Ashley, this is a World War I tank.
So what?
Brian,
use your imagination.
Explain to her. This is not.
Use your imagination.
We paint blue for the battlefield. Don't smack me out of the way.
The way my line.
So there's certain things I cannot do.
You can, you just won't.
Correct, I won't.
So there's a difference.
Many more months, oh good grief. And Mythos says, hey, if you can find a time machine and go back and paint a Panzer pink and blue, then loan it to me just so I could go back and undo a video that Keegan did.
That's right, I sent that to him.
Yeah. Ooh, and a crate of spray paints. You know, if you could go back just for a few minutes with security, you could get around a lot of that today, looking back on their stuff. Go in, spray paint their tanks, graffiti them, and then leave. Yeah, that would be funny. But it would be too much. Back to reality, Mythos. Bring it back home. Sometimes it's fun to kind of drift out there, though, huh? So my apologies, guys. I'm all for the march to McCraig, but I just can't paint World War I and World War II tanks blue. It's just.
I'm giving you options. I have a character there. Actually, I think I have another one up there somewhere.
So what is that? What is that banner in the back there? So I just.
That's Space Marines. You're not painting a Space Marine then.
But it's March for McCraig.
You're painting the color.
Ugh. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm sorry. So, but I know you guys. Some of you guys understand. I know. Yeah, thanks, Mythos. It's I just can't paint a Panzer IV, ultramarine blue. I just cannot bring myself to do it. It just doesn't work. I could do probably maybe something else along that line, but not that. Not my tank. However, she's got the little dreadnought done. Did you get the gold on him too? So it's all done. So she'll get that video. We'll do that afterwards, man.
Hey, Langster. Johnny's on.
Greetings and salutations back, sir, from the insane side of the web. Oh, damn any more mud. You opened a can of worms, sir. Shots fired. Round one. Fight. There it goes. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I got the gold.
But were you going to do a video on it? Or
You
gonna
can.
show them now? If you show them now, they won't watch your video. You'll get no views.
Hardly anyone watches our video anyway.
That's not true. That is not true. Go ahead, show them. Show me those. You'll get a better close-up later. Tomicus runs to the bunker, man. Bring me with you, sir. I'm just going to lean back because, crossfire.
Yeah, I'm going to destroy our computer.
Hey, Mythos lecture.
So I found it was a free print, and I'm like, oh, cool. I can go and actually print one for Greg. And it's like, oh, it's only 2 hours. I'm like,
How
wow,
is it?
that's gonna print really, I hollow it and all that. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. It printed, it's like this small.
It's a 6 millimeter.
I think that's an 8. I don't think that's too big to be a 6. Well, maybe.
Well, you got to remember though, it's scaled.
It's scaled.
So it should be.
Here, paint Atlas.
Well, I want to use one of the speed paints on this dude and see how it comes out.
Okay, we have more.
Because Atlas is reddish, right?
Atlas is the one.
No, that's the ASR, right?
Atlas is the one that made Keegan's look like Ghost.
Yeah, he looks like Ghost. We'll figure it out. But those new speed paints I got yesterday that we put the video up on, I just have to get something to turn it to, yeah.
Or you can finish him off. He's already blue.
Oh, yeah. I can do that.
Because, I mean, that's an alternate print that Mythos sent. He's already the Space Marine blue.
Yeah, I can touch him up before the
Which is what, the end of the month, right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got a couple weeks.
I'll finish this guy up.
So I already basically
He's
primed him
already-
and then painted him the
We need to
Space
do the
Marine blue.
gold highlights and some
Yeah.
iron breaker and whatnot and finish it up.
So there you go.
That's heavy too. That print weighs it feels like it weighs 10 pounds. So
How do you think I feel with my 2 guys up over there? Which I didn't realize I painted just, one where it's dark and then the other one's light. What?
nothing. I'm just looking at your collection over there on the top. You'd have to
Them?
just slow down. It doesn't do so good on long distance. Johnny says, be careful of the speed paints. We didn't like the white. It didn't go good for me. I don't think we got white in ours.
Where is it, on the
it's
table?
out there, yeah. I just bought, and I didn't realize, I mean, price-wise, paints are expensive anyways, but it was better to get the starter set as opposed to trying to get a couple of samplers. They're actually more per bottle. So, and the company that sent it was cool enough. They sent a little cup holder with the package it came in. So I'm gonna go through it, and I thought, well, there's like a leather color, and I use a lot of leather for like the rifle slings and other things that different periods and eras. So leather for me, I can use quite a bit of that. And I wanted to see. Did you grab it, Ash?
Okay.
Off the.
You got the bone colors. Looks like the only white.
It's like a bone.
Pallidade bone. It's the only white it looks like. Well, close to
It's
white.
a pallid bone. Johnny, and it came with a yellow, orange, blood red, hive dweller purple. This High Lord blue, looking at this, it literally looks like the ultramarine blue. And then it says orc skin, crusader skin, hardened leather, and grave lord gray. So that was our little unboxing the other day. And because I'm new with the speed paints, I just kind of wanted to see how it'll work. Charles says to use speed paint gray on the tank. Okay, I'll give that a shot. And for Atlas, I might try it on Atlas because he's BattleTech, right? But he's supposed to be, according to the card, he looks pretty. Well, you could do it blue too. It's 2 options, I guess. There's option 1, gray. Option 2, blue with a stripe. Looks like a blood stripe type of deal. So I'll have to see. I'm waiting for my BattleTech stuff.
So what, you just
I think
layer
Johnny,
it
you're
on?
getting some too from the Kickstarter, aren't you?
You just layer it?
No, you're gonna see the brush they sent with it. How it's a bigger, thicker
I
brush.
have one of those.
So you don't. So once it's primered, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is just going to go over that. Literally, it's going to do it.
But you're
it's
supposed to leave
basically-
it kind of chunky.
No, I don't know what you mean by chunky, but there's
A lot on there. So when
I-
it dries, it
I don't
shades.
know. You're going to have to try it. I don't know. It looks like contrast paint, basically, right? But a better version, I think, is what everybody's saying. A lot of people, because Citadel's contrast people either liked it or they didn't. I
try
liked
this orange
it.
on him.
I liked it a lot. So Johnny's saying the speed paint's real simple to use, Ashley. Make sure it's shook up very well and paint it. It'll do the rest. The recesses will darken up. So it's going to be like when you shake it, the way it sounds like it's a little thinner than contrast, but not as thin as an airbrush. So I bet it's just going to flow in there. What are you doing?
Took the orange.
Oh, cool. I haven't flowed in on something. You gonna put it on like the rest of his body, or
no? Putting it on his hair.
See, it should flow in and darken the recesses. So it's supposed to save you time. And Johnny says he is. Yep, on the Merc Kickstarter. That's what we're gonna do with it. Johnny's just painting on like it's normal. You don't need to see the box showed using, like, of course, the Army Painter white or bone color under it, and it gives you like examples. If you use this primer, then this is what the paint will look like. Just prime it. So see how it goes. Ashley cracked open. It's the first one of us to get to use it, so I don't know.
Good.
I would try. So, I want to see how it looks on like the rest of his body. What color could you use on the rest of his body?
not. I'm making him like Pennywise. His outfit's gray.
Oh.
So no.
There's a gray in there, but not a dark gray. I mean, not
Actually,
a light gray. This
should be okay.
I don't know. We'll see. So I thought they had colors in the set that we could use normally. Is the Killer Clown from Zombicide? Yes, Zombicide Second Edition, the Urban Legends box. When we were at the game store last week, they had a price tag of $15 for it, Johnny. So
this is the Abomination pack. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get them into my Black Ops or
you want to get it into
as another Abomination, but
well,
I don't know.
You could probably put it in Keegan as
yeah, it's a steal when it was like more than half off.
Yeah, it was $15 on the price tag. And so can I? I'm like a 5-year-old in the store. I'm like, yes. So it's $15. It's okay. And so there you got extra miniatures to paint.
If anything, Keegan has the second edition.
That's what I'm saying. You could incorporate it with that. I don't know how you'd use it with Invader, but you would be able to with the regular one, I think. Because that's a normal environment.
The alien will
work great.
On what? No. He just says the alien will work great on what?
Oh, you mean what? Would it work with Invader or not? Johnny says they're dangerous in the second edition game, but lots of fun.
Yeah, I'll say one of them says hand to the another player, and it basically ignores that player or something like that. I think it's the Croc. Alien for Invader. Oh, okay.
Charles says speed paints very.
Oh.
For me, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I just figured I'd try it, Charles, because the paints we got are either low or almost non-existent. I have to get paint anyways. And like I said, I looked at the box and these are colors we could use. So I thought it'll save money, literally several dollars a bottle to buy it in the package. So yeah, I agree with you, Johnny. He says that wouldn't work with Invader. A lot of changes have to be done. That's what I was saying to her. I don't think so. It's second edition, so she should be able to use it. And many for that, because Keegan has that edition of Zombicide. The reason I got Invader is, well, my plastic crack dealer here, Brian, sent me a link, and they happen to have this insane sale on a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I went with that because Keegan has the other, so it gave us 2 variations, and we each had our own game that way. Mini Warma says the urban legend alien for Invader. There's an alien on the box. There is.
Yeah, there's an alien.
Yeah.
It's the abductor.
The abductor?
That's his name.
The alien is rough if he has. He kidnaps him until his next turn. Ooh. Ouch. And Charles said he might get a starter set of the new line, maybe. Well, Charles, it might be good for you because you do a lot of fantasy stuff too, and you got a lot of, like the orc green on this, the paint, if the color is the same as what it shows, would work out really well. You do a lot of orcs and that kind of stuff, and it would save you a lot of time if you just overall did it, and then you could do highlights or whatever on the equipment. But that's probably going to work better for you than me because I have no orcs to paint. So a starter set, it's just cheaper, man. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10 bottles, and it runs about $50. But if you buy 10 bottles separately, it's going to run you about $70 something because it's $7 something a bottle on average. So it was cheaper for me to get that with free shipping than it was to go buy 10 bottles of paint myself, even at the hobby store, right? So it was just, for me, it was just cheaper. Do we have Zombicide Dark Side? No, Johnny, we do not have Zombicide Dark Side. I think the next one I want to get is the, oh my God.
The Wild West one.
Yeah, the Wild West. Dead or Alive. That one I played with Clint, a friend of mine, and it's pretty cool. The train will move, and you've got to get things done before the train goes. So that's probably the next one if we get another Zombicide. I got to get through the games. I got now. The problem is it's like, ooh, there's all these games, but then you also have to have the time to play them all. So that might be it. Now, oh, Darkside does combine with Invader. Ooh, well, then I would have to consider looking at that. You said on your store site? I'll check that out too. All right, Mini Worma says the shades up front of the speed paint bottles show you how much more or less you want to use for color shade. So we're just going to have to figure them out. I think it's going to help on some things. It's not going to help me on a 15 millimeter miniature that's going to war with, 7 different types of paints being used. But it will help, I think, greatly on some of the other stuff.
There's your gray.
It's supposed to. Ooh, that's a nasty looking bean.
Okay, I can see the appeal a little bit now.
Ooh, that's coming out pretty good. So much for doing a little video.
We are. We're just doing it live.
There you go. Charles says he doesn't like the orc skin color. It's green. It's too shiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. It's going to be shiny.
Well, then, just reading on your comment there, Charles. I mean, paint them however you like to paint them. I mean, like I said, we were running low on paint. I was going to have to pick up several bottles anyways. This set more or less covered what I'll use on some of it. So thought, why not? And Charles, you could wash it up to dull it. Oh, there you go, Johnny.
So when it's dry, you wash it?
Johnny says.
Won't it wash the paint away?
Well, you could also take another dry brush and go over and take some of that out of the creases too, I bet. Because it's going to settle in, is what it's doing. It's going to flow into all the recesses. It look like it's a contrast, basically, just a better version. Huh. Charles says that's extra work. Nope. They're not going to dry. I don't think this is going to dry shiny. It looks wet because it's wet. It's still got to dry in the recesses, but it doesn't look shiny as far as a shiny paint. They got the metallic lines, which we know nothing about. I mean, metallics in general are shiny, but that one there just looks like what it just looks like when you put Nolan oil over something, you know, and it sits there all shiny in the creases until it dries. Okay, yeah. So Johnny says they look like that till they dry. That's what we figured there. It doesn't. The paint part itself, looking at it close, does not look like it's at all shiny. Ah, thank you, Mythos. Mythos says the speed paints are meant to be used with a matte varnish. Well, that's good. Well, that's a good idea anyways, to varnish them when you're done. Johnny says he's not buying any more paint until Army Painter Fanatics line comes out. What's the Fanatics line? I guess I've been so busy with the problems here at work the last 2 months. It's been like, you ever at work and things are going and it's fast paced, and then you got a tidal wave and you just can't even keep up with it until it, you know, comes crashing down. So Army Painter Fanatics, I don't know. I just got these because, boy, everybody's saying how much they love the speed paints. And I'm like, why not? I mean, they're going to get used one way or another. So
how this acts is acting like the airbrush paint is how it's acting.
Oh, like when you buy airbrush and use it with a brush instead of spraying it? Okay. Oh, so Johnny says they've reformulated it to make them better. Yep, Charles, a duller green. I mean, orcs aren't supposed to be a shiny color. Yeah, Johnny, they are. See, I mean, paint bottles, you guys all know. I mean, they went from like $3 to $7 to $9 to $12. It's like, you know, it's everything's going up. So, of course, it makes it difficult. But we've done enough painting that we've pretty much depleted. A lot of these have to be picked up new here shortly. So
yeah, we use them till we can't use them anymore.
Yeah, and then you buy more paints, you get that, and then you know how you finish a project and you're done, but you got you didn't use the whole bottle, you just used a few drops for one thing. Oh, cool. Mythos is interested in it too. Well, you guys know more about this stuff than we do. We're just trying it out.
Now I can see how Brian can paint through so many of them as fast as he does.
Yeah,
same thing with McMurray. There's no way they were able to paint like 600 of them.
Well, yeah, you can't paint these little 15 millimeter miniatures like that and have detail. You gotta, if you want the detail. Johnny says he won't buy Citadel paints anymore. He prefer droppers. The droppers are nicer. I prefer droppers. However, the one thing I like with Citadel paints is if I have
their own tray.
Well, if I have a lot to paint and I want to get it done, it does dry very well faster than a lot of the others. So it's more efficient on some things. So probably I will buy Citadel paint still, but you know, I mean, all what you prefer, really. Mythos says he thinks people are going to have trouble keeping the Fanatic stock in line. Probably because the paint fanatics will buy it. That's why it's called Fanatics. The store you have locally sells the Army Painter paints for less than $5 a bottle. That's about what I paid for them with coming in a box. That'd be to the nose. But everywhere else, for what I found, that was running about $7 a bottle. Yeah, we all have to sometimes, Johnny. Like I'll support the local store mostly. 3/4 of our stuff comes from them. If it's within $5 or something, that's different. But if it's like a $20 difference, then and I get free shipping if I get it off of Amazon, then I'm going to order it that way. Just because $20 is a lot to us. I mean, so for right now. Now, Charles says, yeah, Hobby Lobby does carry some Vallejo. That is correct. We go to our Hobby Lobby once in a while. You could grab just some at random. Sometimes they have just like random sales on it too, it seems like. And I've been in there a couple times where I didn't have the money in their airbrush, the whole set, the compressor, everything. Like drop it way down. I'm like,
yeah, and then we go back like a couple days later.
I don't have the money. Maybe I could do it on payday, and you go back and it's gone. All right, Johnny, you have in his store, you guys, he has new product now for pre-order Battletech movement dice. Oh, is that something we'll have to get then for the new? For all the new Battletech stuff coming out. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is pretty good to go to. You get your storage case is $10 less than anywhere else. So I don't know if you know or not, Johnny, but I got. Do you got your set there?
What?
The case we bought from the Blue Store. Do you got the cupcake case? You have one right there. Oh, I'm not gonna get up. So
right
up there on the top shelf
here,
above the banner, those big cases. I don't necessarily care for the big blue chain store. You know what I'm talking about? But occasionally in my area, you're kind of forced to go in there to look for some things. Well, I got that up there. It's a cupcake case. It's huge. And Mythos knows. And you take the inside tray. It's interesting because it has a handle with 4 lockable sides. And then the tray is more than enough to put your Warhammer stuff, Battletech stuff, and it's more than deep enough, and the whole bottom's flat. So I magnetized the bottom of one of mine and, put magnets on the bases of my guys.
And they're stackable.
And the trays are designed to be stackable and locked to each other with the handles. And they're $12 at that store in the cooking area. And, if you're going to magnetize your stuff, it's way easy to do at that. Custom dice in a fancy tin. Nice. Keegan uses fishing tackle boxes. And you can do that like with the 15 millimeter tanks and some of the troops. It depends on what you got to use for what Keegan's doing. It works. It's not going to be, I don't know, Keegan, your tackle boxes don't seem to, with Warhammer, with the 28, 32 millimeters, that's a little different. You use a Sterilite stackable storage. Yep. For that, I thought it's cool because, like I said, it locks all 4 sides of the lid, have a snappable lock, and then the handle carries it. Then if you want to put another one on, it literally will snap to that one. So it's not, quote, conventional, but I'll tell you what. Then the bonus is we all eat, so you end up with a cupcake tray in the center that you take out and use for cupcakes. You've got 12 Plano tackle boxes for your old D&D minis and Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, they work really well. You can stack them up and... Ooh, Johnny says they're heavy suckers. Yep. Keegan's got... Was that a Husky or... I think it's Husky or Milwaukee. One of those, the tool...
All his are Milwaukee.
Is it Milwaukee? Yeah.
Yeah.
It carries all of it in.
I'm sorry. Fort
Hendricks for $43 on Amazon. Craftsman.
Oh, Craftsman. Okay. Oh, he wants to switch over to him. I think he was saying.
No. Fort Hendricks, $43. Huh? Is that an expansion then that he can use for his mini warm-up? Yep. The Milwaukee stuff is more expensive. But it works good for you. It's got wheels and extendable handle, and you can roll it around and take your stuff out. Yes, Mini Worma says, did you see that, Keegan? Look on Amazon for Fort Hendricks. Mini Worma's like the guy that can find the deals, man. That's coming out looking pretty good. Do you like it so far or no?
It would take me some time to get used to not painting, not touching it.
Yeah.
Because I see it like just sitting there. I want to go and like dry it out.
Just let it be. The Fielder Army cases, yeah, those look nice too. It's back long time ago, Johnny. We got you didn't have a lot of options for storage, so we got the dollar. Then it was Dollar General or whatever. So 99 cents, you got the totes, stackable totes with the lids. And then Ashley at the same store for $1, you got blocks of foam. So what she did is just took the foam and drew out the outlining of the tank, cut them out, and then put it in there. And we would set our tanks inside the foam inside the tote. So we kind of made our own that way. And then as more options became available, we got like I don't even know the name of that company that makes our.
We got it
from Miniature Market.
Yeah.
The totes, the big totes. You guys have seen that we got with the foam insert trays. So those work great. We got all of our Team Yankee stuff in there. Yeah, Miniature Market does have good sales off and on. I was wondering when they got bought out, if they would stay basically the same. But whoever bought them, the company that bought them seems to be running it. So Keegan, Johnny on his website, his store website has the Battletech dice in the tin. We'll have to check out. Blue plate. Oh, that's good to know, Charles. From your cardboard affliction, it is kind of an affliction, huh? You've seen stuff for Zombicide Go for $12 for an expansion? Well, that's pretty cheap. I mean, when this was marked down to 15, I was like, wow, that's like, and it was the only one left sitting there. I'm like, you may as well get it. That's dark. It looks like, ooh, the blood comes out good though. All right, so Ashley has another dark evil thing done. So the dice should be in around mid-April. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for those. Just waiting for them to launch all the Kickstarter stuff. What the heck was that? Oh, your phone?
Nice of you to paint what?
What?
I'll show you later.
Okay. Yeah. Good God, Johnny, that's a massive difference, man. For $15, yeah. That's a
This camera doesn't do this justice.
Wait a minute, slow down. Back it up a little bit. There you go. It's drying up good now. It'll look good when it's all dry. Yeah, I bought that camera, but it just kind of frustrated. My other one went out. Ooh. Johnny says the clown looks fantastic in all caps, Ash.
Thank you.
Now that he can sit there and air dry. So it looks like, well, what do you think? You only did one figure, but something to might be worthwhile. Are you gonna look at the alien?
That's what I'm pulling out.
Ooh, gonna paint the alien now? He's gonna be lucky if I get to use any of the speed paint. Are you gonna primer him first?
No.
Well, that's the crocodile.
I don't primer my shit.
Mini Warmut says, "Meh, it just looks all right." She's smiling.
Okay.
Trying to get a response.
I don't.
That's shot number 2 fired. The only safe one is Tolmacus. He's in a bunker somewhere. So Johnny says that is one single color. It's all gray. That abductor alien.
And
He's just letting you know it's one single color. So with that speed paint, you can probably knock it out in seconds.
and
You want to change that?
yeah.
All right. What are you going to paint it with? Great. See, if you have something like that just requires one coat of paint, I think that'd be great. Generally we do there. That's why I asked her, Mythos. So you can do it without priming it? That's what Mythos is asking you. No primer on this one. She just took it out of the box. She wants to try the paints. I primer everything. I don't paint nothing unless I primer it. That's just my preference. Oof, Johnny says the croc is nasty too. You pick the survivor he wants to go for and he heads to them and ignores all other survivors. Ow! Brian says you'll paint it pink. I hope not.
Just for the fuck of it.
No.
Never.
Mythos, Keegan doesn't prime either. So that makes 2 of them, Mythos, that are prime examples of not priming.
Depending on what you're doing, you don't always have to prime things.
I don't know. Some of us just like to put primer on it because I tried it once and the stupid paint separates on whatever, is left on the model if you don't wash them. Oh, geez, Johnny, he moves 2 zones per move. Yeah, it's like the dogs that Brian unleashed on us. They move 3. Those are terrible. Mythos says, unfortunately, he's had too many instances at the beginning where he didn't prime something within a week or 2. The paint. Yes, completely agree with you, Mythos. Like I said, I tried that once and it started separating. I just don't do it after that. I won't do it. You're not Optimus Prime. We know that, Keegan, but that's okay. One day you can have hopes. It's all right. And well, I don't know if it works for her, Mythos. She just pulled it out of the box and is trying it. We'll see how the speed paint works without priming, I guess. Yep, same thing, Johnny. Same thing. I have to prime. Tomicus, are you okay in that bunker? Do you got I didn't get an invite, so hopefully you're making some coffee or tacos, and then you'll send me an invite. Because Mini Warmut's fired 2 rounds now, and Ashley's quiet, so that means it's coming back.
Wasn't primed.
That wasn't primed.
No, I did not prime that. So I don't know how you have problems not priming.
Are you smack talking me? You are.
Because that still looks good.
Wow. Defensive. Oh, yeah. Cool. Thomas has a grill in his bunker. Good man. There's a survivalist right there.
We're going green.
Are you gonna try it with the alien?
Yep, we're going green.
Why'd you paint him?
Because I want him dark underneath.
Did you use the speed paint on it?
No.
Oh, what'd you paint it with?
Just my black.
Well, wait then. Let it dry.
My black's dry.
No. That would drive me up the wall. You don't just paint him, set him down. 2 seconds later, put another coat on.
What's funny is you've never had a problem with any of my paint styles until now.
Because I'm watching you do something that
Then stop looking.
Okay. Johnny's got a question. How much is the not prime model used? Very little.
Right this minute. But my Death Guard, I was using all the damn time.
Yeah. But the more you pick them up and handle them is what he's getting at.
Well, we don't play
it's
right
okay.
now.
It's okay. Some of us cringe. Some of us don't. It's all right. If you do that with the speed paint, it will ruin it. Ashley, that's what Johnny said. I would wait and let it dry. It can't possibly be dry.
Where do you see wet? It's all dry.
I don't know. Good luck. Ugh. Well, here she goes. So Charles says the only thing he didn't prime are the current Reaper figures. Metals must prime. Yep. The metals really got to be done.
So I don't have any metal, so I have no idea.
So I've done quite a few of the metal ones.
That I can see priming.
Nice one, Brian. That's round 3. Shots fired.
Do I want to know?
Johnny just basically saying the speed paints have an activator in them that can and will mess things up if, it's not done right or you're careful. She's going to find out then how, I'm not being critical, babe. It's just I would just never, I don't know. That's seconds. You didn't even give it like any time to dry. But we'll see how it works. I don't know. Watch for her. It'll work, and we'll all look like idiots. I just can't do that. I guess, and I probably take too long painting my stuff. I admit, because I'm very, yeah. You're right, Mini Warm. It's activated by not priming. And Johnny's all Reaper Minis. Oh, you didn't start a prime war, Mythos. It's okay. Ashley's just a little snippy. I wasn't trying to be critical. Well, you guys know, without repeating it all yet.
No, just everyone has their own little way of doing shit.
Well, hello, Chris. How are you, sir?
Chris.
Chris
on there. Whew.
Yeah. We're discussing
arguing about priming.
Many more months on Mythos did. Now he needs to finish it. So Johnny's like, by the way, it's supposed to be a gray alien. In other words, a gray alien.
And
so
the clown wasn't supposed to be looking the way I painted it, but it's my painting.
There you go, Keegan. You can ask Chris your question for you. He's here. He's doing good, he says, and he always primes his minis. Yep. So what you walked into, Chris, from Not Jay's Tabletop Gaming is Ashley just pulled the figure out of the box, put a coat of paint on it, and then turn around and within seconds put a secondary coat over the top. So we're all just like, So, we'll have to see. But it is what it is. And then, Chris, somebody asked me.
Sorry, that looks just fine.
I can't see. Put it under the camera. But he's green.
Yeah, and?
Johnny's all, gonna get some popcorn? Put extra butter on it, sir. Chris, yeah, you just kind of walked into the middle of it, that's all. And that's 3 shots fired, Mini Warm-Up, but she has not returned fire, so I would just wait. Tomakus is safe in the bunker getting dinner ready for us. I'll be there shortly if I can survive being in the middle. Oh, damn. Shot number 4. That wasn't any shot. That was all artillery batteries have fired, sir. Do you see what he said?
Yeah, I saw it.
You don't prime your face first? No base coat? Isn't there a base coat in makeup? Because it's all about
It's actually
that face.
called primer.
Well, I don't use makeup.
And
so I'm just
no, I
saying.
don't wear a full face of freaking makeup.
I know in the mornings you don't, because I don't mean it in a bad way. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's okay. Let's just calm down. Let's relax. Let's remember your marriage vows. Thou not to kill. Hold on.
Hold on, let me see the mouse.
It's okay. Calm down. No!
Hold on.
People, what are you doing?
Hold on.
Wait. Put it back. Jeez.
Johnny's rolling on the floor.
God. All right, so I didn't mean to scream that loud.
The last time I heard you scream was when Keegan had. Never mind, I'm gonna shut up.
Taps plays gently in the distance for Greg. Yeah. Oh, Chris says, to be fair, the paint that you used has an undercoat and it can be considered a prime layer. Wow. How frozen is the ground in Iowa? Don't give her no ideas, Charles. Ooh, shot number 5.
No, that would have to go by Greg because he'd have to learn how to count first.
Jeez. Now there's going to be a betting pool. Who survives the trip in a couple days?
Well, I'll be the one driving, so if anything, I might leave you.
You okay, Tomicus? You still in the bunker there?
That'll just trap your ass in the freaking trunk. Let you drive that way.
How am I going to drive from the trunk? It's not like it's a Tesla.
Okay, right. That's true. Have you seen the new Tesla semis they made?
I seen a really stupid looking one earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Run to the hills.
Iron Maiden, run to the hills, run for your life. Oh. My back's not so good, Toma, because I really can't run. That means I'll have
might
to
wobble.
Wobble?
Yeah, your back.
But you just, never mind. That's all right. Wobble. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know how that works, Mythos. How's that work, Brian? You send a jab to Ashley, and Ashley bashes Greg for being unable to count. I don't know. But I'll give you credit for that, Mini Warmutt, because a rest stop. No, I'm not getting out at no rest stop, Charles. Not unless I have.
Wow, I got a couple of them on my side.
I know Charles will. But I rest assured, I'm not leaving the car without the key or the key fob or whatever it is. No, jeez.
There's always an emergency release.
In the trunk?
Yeah. On the new ones, they have to.
Yeah, I didn't back up far enough away, Mythos. You're right. It's
working fun.
It's working, Brian. Yeah, yeah, good God. Well,
that takes forever. That's the only thing I don't
poor
like.
Chris. He's probably back there muted his mic,
walking on?
telling his wife, "My God, these people are dysfunctional. I just didn't realize it." But yeah, it's all right. Don't worry, Chris. We'll be good when we get to the convention, maybe. Hopefully so.
Keyword. Maybe.
I don't think you really feel my pain, Brian. Yeah, not. Yep. We try to be good people, Charles. It's just our relationship works more or less on you got to have some humor, because if not, I'll end up with broken bones or something. But I mean, you got to have some humor.
I've only hit you with the frying pan once.
Mythos caught you in a lie, though. You're all, I don't know what they mean by I never hit Greg. And boom, he brought that. He showed that back up. That was a memory I have. So yeah. Well, what the hell? What are you gonna? The croc you should paint green because he's a crocodile. Oh,
but it's like a grayish purple.
It's more of a, yeah.
It's like
they're
a
not
grayish
completely
purple.
green. well, it's supposed to be half dead. So, it's that cast iron pan, Mini Wormwood.
He was stupid enough to buy one light enough where I can throw.
Yeah. When they say ringing in your ears, they have no idea. Ringing in the ears is correct. So
where is?
So the van on the table there, Mitos, you can show it for him, Ashley. She's gonna do this is the base coat, and she's gonna do a Scooby-Doo mystery machine. So you know how it's got the blue trim around it? She's got all the blue down, so when she paints over it, it'll come out.
No, that's the blue. I just have to draw out
this, but that's what
like
I'm
the
saying.
stencil basically, and then the name.
So she's gonna try and do the mystery machine. She ordered
it's gonna give to our daughter.
Yeah, it goes to Crystal when it's done.
Yep.
She loves Scooby-Doo, so.
Yeah, I've done Scooby-Doo birthday cakes for her too. Actually, hand drawn on with the frosting.
So it should come out nice. It should come out good that way. What are you trying to debate? But you might be able to mix a little bit of green and some gray and kind of do an off.
That's right.
Because they're not all green, but they do have kind of a. I don't know. It's whatever you want. It's a zombie. You could do whatever.
No, this one's gonna be too bright.
I don't know if she'll paint that one pink, Brian. Oh, you got custom survivors for the Scooby Gang, including the van? Oh, where'd you get the van at, Johnny?
Wait, for what?
For Zombicide, yeah. The Scooby
Oh,
Gang.
hell yeah.
I don't know. She wasn't going to add that one to Zombicide. That's going to go to.
This?
You looking at Johnny's store?
Does he have them in his store?
Do you have them in your store? She asked. Oh, you don't have the 3D van, just the custom rules.
Okay, I'm in Zombicide.
Brian says Etsy or STL files or on your Patreon free. Oh, okay. She's looking at your store now, though, Johnny. Thankfully, you don't sell tasers on there, do you? I hope not. Hi, I see you over there. Yeah. Do. Oh, okay. They're all on your Patreon there if they're custom stuff. Now what are you looking for? Now you got her looking all over the place. Charles says, for those of you who are going to be seeing the video, his granddaughter painted some wargs pink and purple. She's happy.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know what? The cool thing is she got to paint them how she likes, and you guys got to spend time together.
That's all that matters.
And that's what's fun about it. There's a question for you, Johnny, that Mini Wormwood asked. So there you go, people. That's about where we are this week. Just getting it finished up so we can get going. Apparently these speed paints already she's liking. So I'm gonna try see if I can do something on one BattleTech model here. but I'm gonna primer my guy first.
What the fuck?
What?
They had freaking made the mystery machine got like fence in the windows and they're all like armored up.
Oh, she found it. Chris, you started to print.
Gang 3D printed miniatures. What size?
Chris started a print of a B-17 and a P-51 and 1/300 scale and 1/600 scale. Nice. We got to figure out, get a couple prints going. I got some more resin. The resin came yesterday with the paint.
32 millimeter. What size is Zombicide? 28 or is it 32?
Basically, it's between that because look at the size of the models. Basically, it's 28, I believe.
I believe they're 28, so that won't work.
2 millimeters of thickness, huh? There you go. You got a lot going on too, Chris. You print out an awful lot of stuff. So and Chris at the show, you're doing I can't remember exactly what you said the other day. Ashley mentioned it earlier, but what was it? You're doing a naval game?
I think he's doing a naval game.
Right. But I didn't know if that was Friday or Saturday you were doing it. Also, Keegan had a question, Chris. He was asking that the ticket says when you buy the ticket and you show it to him when you get there, it enables you to get a cup for sodas all day. Is that at the show or is that your Brews and Battles glass cup online you got to get? Yep, you're going to see if you can come up with rules to use fistful lid. Oh, okay, awesome. And Starfighters to play Masters of the Air. Friday is What a Tanker. 15 millimeter World War II. Ooh, what time Friday, Chris? Just out of curiosity, because we'll be there. We'll be able to be there when it opens in the because we plan on getting up there the night before so we can have all day Friday there. Oh, cool. That's at the show. That's what I thought. Oh, yours in the evening, 7:30 to 10:30. Oh, they're open that late?
Yeah, it's gonna be like going to 10, and then the next one's like midnight or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. So people can come back after dinner and whatnot. So Johnny, well, you guys already know, yeah, like the Wings of Glory.
That's something we could have brought too.
Yeah, I only had enough. I just want to make sure we got a spot for at least one thing. Ocean Thunder, the World War II naval game.
Okay, so he was doing a naval game.
Well, we won't be selling anything there, Mythos. Our coffee, you guys were up there on the top left of the screen. You can go to the Games with the Coffee shop because why not? We're Games with the Coffee, right? But there, I don't think there's any opening for vendors. My understanding was there wasn't any going to be vendors there because otherwise I was going to get some and take some down, but there's no vending there. So we're just going to be doing our game and just representing our group and hanging out with the other gamers.
I might take our tablet with us and just have it set up for the shop.
Well, we are taking a tablet, but yeah,
purchase it right then and there, kind of thing.
Yeah, if people want to do that, then they're more than welcome to. It's just a kind of a slow start with it, but we really haven't advertised it.
The money to.
Yeah, it is kind of a shame. I'm with you there, Mythos. I think it would have been a great marketing opportunity, and it's one of those things that you start. People do all sorts of stuff with their channels, and for us, like you guys know, I mean, it's just kind of a no-brainer. People suggest that, well, like your Gamers with Coffee. Well, actually, we got coffee and tea, and so Those of you guys that know us know we have the shop. We haven't. I guess when I get back, what I have to do, Mythos, is try to promote it because it's not going to really gain much momentum without promoting it. And because it's a drop shipping, basically your orders aren't fulfilled until you order it. So there's not really a lot of profit off of it. It's more like it's something that's cool that would go with us. And, down the road, I think it'll be a good thing. What'd you say there, Charles? You're gonna doing some train. Yeah, you could get in some exotic colors. Oh, the about points of the website. Yeah, and then we did this, Johnny, up here in the top left where it says grab your coffee of the screen or the top corner of your screen. We did that so people can just snap it with their phone. But we don't, I guess we should talk more about it. I get caught up with just chit chatting with you guys, and most of you know we got it. So, yep, Mythos, you're right. That would be huge, but there's no vendors there. Pretty sure that's what their letter said. So we'll just, if people ask, I guess maybe we could talk about it. But update the about link on the About Us video on YouTube. I think it's there.
Did we ever change the one now
when
it's playing?
It took a lot for us to get it up and going and research, because so many people start their own candle shops, coffee shops, whatever. But there's a lot of junk out there. And
we need to change that up then.
What is it?
When you click on the more, have it where
have it there. Well, thank you, Johnny. I couldn't remember if I put it there or not on the page on YouTube.
Let's see, Instagram, Facebook.
But anyways, we put so much research into it, little things like that we forget. Yeah. So
it's not on there.
Okay. Well, we'll have to put it in then on the about page. I will do that. Yeah, so Chris is just reinforcing that. Yeah, so as far as I knew, there's no vendors. Even Wiley Games doesn't have a booth, which is weird because the last two that we went, you had your booth, and I bought figures off of you, with Rob in there, manning the desk, and a blast template, and another rule book, and whatnot. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, Mythos, it's one of those things where I'm thinking maybe locally we might find maybe a little venue we can go to where we can take some bags out and whatnot, and show it off. Because it would help if it was just, you don't make much, like maybe $1.50 or so off of each thing. So if you had X amount of subscribers every month, always getting their coffee, then eventually, like, our goal is pretty modest. We just want to get to where it helps pay for our streaming services and our podcast services. Those cost money.
And eventually maybe start buying stuff to give away.
And stuff to give away, which Mythos. That's been a goal of ours for a long time because we used to give things away.
Yeah.
And
that got expensive.
Well, it's not so much that as the shipping kind of kills you too. If you got to ship to Canada, for God's sakes, it's ridiculous there. Absolute insanity on their rules to mail something there. I mean, but
other than it taking 8 months to get to them.
But we also don't want to. I mean, I know we're talking about it right now because it's a subject that was brought up, but I don't know. I feel kind of weird about pushing it. I guess I don't want people to think that that's all we care about. But then there's others that say, well, everybody else reminds it, but we're just really not everybody else. So I don't know.
We push it, but we don't push it.
Yeah. All right, Johnny. Thank you for stopping in, man.
Yep, thanks, Johnny.
Take that person home. We appreciate it. We're gonna check your website out for the dice. So see about that. But thank you for stopping by, man. Yeah, we got some mugs, and I mean some pretty cool ones actually. But
We have a couple of different cups.
Yeah, we got some different ones now too.
And a traveling mug.
Have a good night, though, Johnny, and thank you for pointing out on our YouTube that I got to put that link there. I just didn't get to it, man. There was just an awful lot of stuff to do with getting this website up and going, and it took a lot. But we're happy with what we got because we even drink our own coffee. So
we drink it too quick.
We almost, but there's
I'm
so
out
it
of
has
coffee.
to be something. Salt and pepper song. Push it real good. I don't want to sing that around.
Do.
Keep
God,
in.
who said that?
Mythos.
Damn it!
Do. Copyright. It's just a joke. Don't copyright us. But yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure a way to get the word out. If you guys would spread the word, we'd appreciate that too. That helps. But other than that, it takes a little bit of money to do advertising, so at least we'll start there. If I can get it to where it covers the monthly fees, which are fairly high, then that would be good. Chris says he needs to come up with merch. But you have Wiley's Gaming. They have all sorts of merch. But you could come up with your own specific to your channel, Chris. So, Frosted Fist, they have merchandise. I've got a coffee cup from them, and I show that off once in a while. I got a coffee cup from
There's up there.
Brian, yep. And I got a coffee cup
From
Modeling for Advantage. So, like, if you had a coffee cup, I would do that. And if all of us purchase something from the other channels and everybody kind of help promote everybody, then to those coming by, that would help too. Because really, we're going to spend money anyways on gaming. So what difference does it make? Even if you didn't drink coffee, you're going to drink tea or soda or something. And, the cups are nice. So like Frosted Fist cup, I'll show that off again. Look, I mean, it's pretty badass. We use it a lot. I drink out of it a lot. So when I put it up there, it's just that. And then did you get Brian's or ours? Yeah. So look, Chris, here's some ideas. Like, let me see Brian's there first. So then here's Brian's, because we're going to pimp out other channels too. All right.
Did you
So
show?
Mini Wormots, this one, you're going to find in the dark. It's pretty bright. Although, they all have different colors too, right? And I've used that quite a bit. I actually just used it earlier today.
Give me.
And here's Girl Cup. Then we made one for the wives, or the girl lady gamers there. Just says wife wargamer, zombie killer. I'll beat your ass if you touch this mug.
Which he uses all the time.
Which you took, and I sent that to Mel.
Yeah.
From Weird World War II. She likes it.
Here's one of our new products.
That's the camping style cups, the blue. Remember the blue enamel ones? This is a white enamel one with the steel rim.
He uses a lot.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
It's clean.
That you took off the counter.
Oh, did you use that earlier?
No, yesterday I didn't clean it yet. You didn't. You just took it off the counter.
Oh, okay.
But what?
That one.
Well, that one's about had it. It's a little beat up.
Yeah, this one's.
So you could do all sorts of stuff with it, Chris, if you did something like that.
Did you show Mythos?
Yes.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is, we're not rich, you guys know, so we're trying to just support you guys. If you got something, we obviously drink coffee, so if you got a mug, we're gonna get that and try to show it off. Because you guys support us just by showing up. Literally, it makes our day. It's been a hard week, a hard life, and getting to talk to you
We enjoy
guys.
everyone's beautiful faces.
Yeah,
that we don't even see.
It's a bright side to the end of the week.
It does. It does make our week a lot better.
I think it's of those of, well, yeah, but he's got a kind of a cool logo. Ooh, I can do that. Tomicus, a gamer bourbon glass. There we go. That's for our.
I'll look into it.
That's for our after hours gamers with coffee.
I'll have to look into that.
Cigar hour. How's that?
Cigar.
Yeah, sit around, have a cigar and some bourbon. What was I gonna say? I know we could do the glass, but damn it.
I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah, the Mythos, that camping mug, when we did when we got hooked up with all the coffee company and stuff, and we used a different print company. So if you go to GWC merch, just type that in .com. I own the domain. It'll take you
I'll
to
say that one will take us
What?
to, or take them to the actual
that's one where there's a lot of
coffee
it.
cups,
on
and
the-
then
Okay,
our
you're talking over me, damn it. But on the coffee shop, it's it's got more different merchandise too when you go to the gamerswithcoffee.shop. Thanks for that, Chris. We the logos are cool on everybody's cup. It does make a good feeling for the week. Like we chit chatted with you, that's fun too, you know. And there are times we'll watch a show and you don't know we're watching because I help my mom out a lot, running around late at night sometimes. So there's times we watch you guys, but don't necessarily have the ability to sit there and type all the time if we're driving or getting in and out doing things. But you know, nobody's going to take anything with them when they die. So it's more important, like to me, like your family, friends, these kind of things. These all have value. I mean, money is just whatever you believe it's worth, right? I'll give you an example. If you take a $1 bill and put it next to a $10 bill, what's the difference? This one has number one, this has 10. So that just means it's worth 10 times. I mean, you didn't get 10 more ones, right? So it's your belief in what things are worth. So my belief is just that. Is family first, and everybody else and friends. Those things, those are what's important. So hanging out, important. It's important, man, to us. Not gonna take none of this other stuff when we leave this realm, right? So have fun with it. Enjoy it. That's like going to the convention. Can I afford to do it? No. Ashley worked a killer amount of overtime for us to go 60 hours on her in a pay period over her work hours. That's a lot. That's over the 80 hours so that we could go. Do we have the money to go do this stuff all the time? No. But is it important that we get to go out as a couple and spend time together? Yes. We get to see you, Chris. We'll get to see Todd and McMurray. And I guess, hiding from Keegan and trying not to be embarrassed by him gives me stories, right? So these things are important to us. That's all. So if we're going to support you guys, we will. Chris, if you want to get a mug, get one. You got a cool logo. Your logo looks good. Just go to like Printful or one of those places, and they'll hook you up with a logo, and then you'll see what I mean by you won't. It's not a matter of making much on selling mugs. Like to me, if someone buys our coffee mug and they're using it when they're talking to their friends, that's advertisement, right? So when we're outside drinking out of, say, Mythos's cup, people go, "Hey, cool, what's that?" Which they have, by the way, where I live. Then I get to tell them about Mythos and talk about our show, right? So that's where it's important too. I mean, you'd have to sell thousands of mugs to make money off it. So I don't look to do that. I look to, like, it helps promote your channel. So do it, Chris. Is what I'm saying. Do it. We'll pick up a mug from you.
Yeah.
Just go figure one out. You can pick up one of ours and I'll pick up one of yours, right? Even I'll do that for you. Then that works out. So there you go, you guys. Tomicus, I might have to get you one and ship to you. One that says check back later in the bunker or something. And get you for a bourbon glass, right? For the end of the world, you get your own bourbon glass. We'll look into that. What Ashley did do is we talked to the supplier where we're at is all of our stuff is not junk coffee, right? So it's not the crap you get at the store sprayed with poisons and all that stuff. Nope. So it's mostly organic stuff that is processed correctly. So they're looking for hot chocolate, right? So your cocoa beans and everything that go into it. So to try to find a supplier that has healthy stuff all the way down the supply chain to where you get it. That's what they're looking for us now for. It's kind of funny that they told us that nobody ever asked them. I'm like, what do you mean nobody asked? You guys sell coffee worldwide. What about hot chocolate? Right? So things like that we can add when we get to, but for right now, just coffee and tea and some mugs and merch, and get some merch going there, Jay. It's just fun to do anyways. It's cool to get a notification. So yeah.
Someone bought something. Hooray!
Yeah, it does. Like I said, have some fun with it.
And it's programmed into my phone, so as soon as we get an order, it will ding me and I can get it processed as quick as possible, even if I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah, the coffee part's a little different than the merchandise, the way they work stuff. That's like roasted to order, so if you order it,
it takes a little
not
bit
even roasted and ground until they get the order, which means it's fresh. It's not sitting in a bag or a can somewhere. But it goes into our email. We have to approve it and process it and stuff. The coffee cups, whatever, they just do it all on their own and send it out. That's an automatic thing. But anyways, you guys, we appreciate the support and hanging out with you guys. So if you got ideas, let us know. And
we got a sweater that I want to go and buy, both me and Greg, but it's gonna take me a little while now.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Chris. So I bet you do. So now you see, the other night you mentioned working on the Apple phones. Now I didn't know if you were just are you like working at a shop? I didn't realize it was your own business. If it's your own business, then start letting people locally know, because word of mouth is slow, right? In a sense that if you do a shit bad job, they will tell 1,000 people. That's how it works. If you do a good job, there's nothing for people to complain about. People naturally like to vent. And that's why compliments take longer, because they're more inclined to, they don't think about it. They go, oh yeah, so-and-so repaired my Apple phone. He did a good job. So you'll get a couple recommendations here or there. Because if you do a bad job, psychologically, they want to vent. They're going to tell a lot of people. So it's a lot harder to build a good reputation just because that's how human beings work. And that's how they market stuff to you and whatnot. So I would do things like, believe it or not, your local penny saver still works. People still read that. That's still viable. And see if you can leave your business cards at places too. That works too. Yeah, but that's cool though, Chris, because now you have a place to start, right? And the owner of the shop, he's your brother. You don't have to break the bank to open a storefront and spend all this money up front. So there you go.
As I was saying.
But I would advertise that. Get yourself a T-shirt made. And what's the name of your? I don't know. I'm just saying it. If it's Chris's Apple Repair, I would get a T-shirt. Go to your local printer, get a T-shirt made with it on your back. T-shirt weather's here. You walk around everywhere with that T-shirt advertising your business. Keep a couple cards in your pocket. Oh, that's a cool name, the Mackie R. There you go. Well, that's a good goal to have, man. I'm just saying, I'd start off with get yourself when you create your merch for this your channel, you can order a sample. So on the sample, design a cup that is about you or your T-shirt, and then you can order it yourself as a sample. That's what I did on a couple of these. I ordered samples to see how they come out before I even put it out there for people, because I'm like, I want to see what it looks like. How does it come shipped, right? So take advantage of that sample part and order yourself a shirt with your company name on the back, right? I just pick out a pocket T-shirt so you got cards. People love that. Oh, here's a card. So try that. Yep, dropping them off at the local company's work. And Apples are expensive phones, so you got a pretty good business base there. But that's just some ideas I would do. I used to a long time ago have my own maintenance business, my own contractor's license, and I even have my own hat and company shirts made. And people, it's just word of mouth. And you're walking in the store, someone comes and say, "Hey, can you repair my phone?" So get yourself some T-shirts you got good weather coming to wear them. When we show up at the convention, you're going to see us wearing Gamers with Coffee shirts, and we got cards we'll give people that tells them a little bit about us. That way, it's word of mouth. So there you go. What you doing over there, babe? But good luck with that, Chris, man. That's, if you got the skills to do it, that's good. What are you doing? Oh, you're being redirected. So anyways, you guys are pretty much like a family, all you guys showing up here all the time, and we appreciate it. So if we can help you out, let us know. In the meantime, we'll do what we can. Yeah, it does. Mini Wormwood, it takes a lot of patience. When I had my business, it took a little while, but see, I did things other people weren't doing. For instance, everybody was wanting to frame houses and go out to all these big jobs, and I go around and replace doors, windows, do decks. I would do what the other contractors would go, I'm not going to mess with that. Well, I did it. I even did landscaping because in California, you have the desert area, right? Hesperia, Phelan, Apple Valley, these are Lucerne Valley. These are all desert area. So we did a lot of rocks. I did a lot of rockscaping out there because you didn't have much water. You really couldn't water your lawns. It wasn't cost effective. So you know what Bender board is, Mini Wormwood. So people would just hand draw designs, and we just get Bender board, get out there, we'd salt the ground and put plastic down, and then we put our colored rocks and stuff in and make these designs and walk away, and the yards look great. And other people didn't want to do it. So that was a niche that got me a lot of jobs because people just didn't want to get out there and move all that stone around. But it works. All right, Charles. I don't need to sleep with one eye open. Oh, thank you. I know it's getting late already. I didn't realize it's already 6. And if you got to go, Charles, you got to go. Thank you for stopping by. The rest of you guys, I apologize. I didn't realize it's already 6 already. So I'll let you guys go. We got to figure out our dinner, and we will update you as to what's going on our trip out there. I mean, check us out on Podbean if you'd like. It's a free app, man. You don't got to pay for it, but you can find us there, real easy to listen to, and you can find us just about anywhere if you want to listen to the podcast. So really, we're on Pod, Deezer, and all sorts of places. So check it out if you want. Thank you, Mini Wormwood, for coming by and firing 4 shots over there at Ashley. All I can tell you, sir, she's been quiet, so it's probably going to come back in a game. So good luck. And thank you, Mythos, for coming here all the time. Tomicus, I'm a little disappointed I didn't meet you in the bunker, but that sounds bad, adult-like. So let me rephrase that. One day, I want to see your gaming bunker, and we'll have a drink. We just have to get out there somehow. But take it easy, guys. We will catch all of you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. Chris, go get yourself